Hey guys, daily vlog, day number 2, and I got a couple things that I'm excited to show you that have happened today. Started a couple new projects today for some different clients. Not going to go into all that. Not all that exciting, but I do want to show you what we've been working on the Simple Church Tools front. Super excited. Yesterday we just had basically the navigation done, and now we have this whole interface almost completed. And it is looking super, super slick. I gotta praise my UX designer, Carlos. He does a great job at this stuff. And I did that kind of thing for a long time, and he is like 1,000 times better than I am. Really smart guy. But the idea is that we have 3 panes of content. So this blue pane here is sort of the bottom level, and it is our navigation. And it's, there's quite a few little things that it's going to do. So each one of these tools is going to have all of its sub pages underneath it. The settings for that tool will be the gear that shows up beside it when you click on it. And then you can get your settings and your church settings there. And eventually there'll be some branding at the bottom of it too. So that's the first layer. And then the middle layer is going to be the layer where the data is viewed, like all of the list of data types. So if it's sermons, they're going to be here. If it's, this is prayer request, and it's going to be shown up in a table, much like it is right here. And then, actions will be up here. But there's actually a third layer. You can't really tell because it almost just looks like a border. But if you click this add request button or you hover over this third layer, this pops up, and boom, this is where the actual adding and editing of a data type is going to happen. And so, for instance, if we want to add a prayer request, we could click that add prayer request button, or we could open this and add a prayer request. If we want to edit one, by clicking on this, it's going to open that data set in here. And we can make whatever edits that we need to. Super psyched about that. It's so awesome. So that's the first thing. The second thing I love about this is that our old interface wasn't very responsive. It didn't do very well on mobile devices, and this was kind of designed from the ground up to be responsive. So the table turns into this really neat list here, and then the list can be expanded, and the options are still there. The picker turns into a drop down, and then you still have that same functionality. This needs a little bit of work, or you can pull that over, and then the menu over here expands when you click on it to give you all the same options, and it all just sort of flows on top of each other. So just super cool stuff. I'm really, really excited about it. And hopefully you are. We're at about $900 on our Kickstarter. So I've made it, let me see here. So I'm at $800. So I'm at about 40%, and you can still hop on there and back this project and give us the funds that we need so I can keep paying geniuses like Carlos to work on this stuff. Check that out if you haven't yet. Couple other news things. I finally got a run in today. I hadn't exercised. I've just been so busy working. I haven't exercised in probably a week and a half, and it felt so terrible and so good at the same time just to exercise. If you've never done that, if you're not an exerciser, you don't know what I mean, but trust me, your body starts to crave it after a while, and you just feel awful when you're not doing it. And I got to get a 4-mile run in today. Hopefully I'll do it again tomorrow and the next day. So I'll be back tomorrow. Hopefully not as boring tomorrow. Maybe go over some of the other stuff that we got going on. See you then.